Hey everybody, and welcome back to another video. It has been a little while and I am slowly starting to ease my way back into YouTube. I've posted a few videos the last week, and I've just been uploading a lot of shorts. I've been emptying my drafts on TikTok of me dancing and stuff. I have had a bit of a cold or a viral infection the last few days, so this is going to be a super short video because I have lost my voice a little bit. It's been up and down. I did have it back more yesterday, and I spent like hours on the phone because I was really bored, and I'd been like isolating in the bedroom as much as possible so that I wouldn't pass it on to my children, and I wouldn't pass it back to my mother, who is in a fragile state, and my dad too. They're both elderly, so they don't need to be catching anything. And I nearly lost my mum a few weeks back, so I certainly do not want to be sending anything up her way. So I've been trying to keep my distance from the kids, especially, well, I mean, I say the kids, but two of them are adults. I have a 21-year-old and 18-year-old son, and my daughter is 11, so I really only have one kid, but my two that live with me, I call them the kids, and my 18-year-old son recently said, "Hey, can you stop calling us the kids? Because I'm an adult." And I'm like, "What do you want me to call you?" He's like, "What about those guys?" I'm like, "Okay, whatever." Hey, you too. But anyway, I'm making this video just to get back into the habit of making YouTube videos, and I'm so bored. I'm just sitting on the bed, I'm watching YouTube, watching Inside Britain's Baby Bling craze. It's like from like 10 years ago, I think, when everyone was like big on blinging things up and all of that. So, and I'm just starting to watch some videos like of the people I follow getting back in and catching up, and like I'm going to be binge watching because I've missed like 2 months worth of videos, so I need to see what everyone's been up to. But yeah, basically tomorrow Ben and I are going out to the property where we're getting married, and we're going to inspect it and have a look at it and see whether we can use the property for free or whether the lady wants us to pay a fee, which is fine, and just have a look at it and get a feel for the place. And but it's pretty locked in. Other people get married out there, so it is a irregular thing. And then next week we are going to the dentist to get our teeth looked at. Ben's going to be seeing if he can get a bridge for his front teeth, maybe a couple of veneers, I don't know, just so like they match up, because if he gets like a bridge on this side and it looks all perfect and then this side doesn't match, it might look a bit weird. So he might need a couple of veneers on the front just to make it match up. I don't know what the dentist is going to say. And as for me, if you've watched my channel, you know I have had nothing but problems with my teeth. So I'm just getting another opinion about my teeth. I may just have to get the denture plate done just so I can get through the wedding and Miss Diamond, and I can smile, have my photograph taken without, having my teeth missing. And then I may have to do more extensive stuff next year. I don't really know. I just don't want to spend thousands of dollars getting crowns on my teeth and fixing them, and then they say they're stuffed anyway. You're better off getting implants. Like, it's a big hassle. It has not been an easy decision. It's been a decision that's been like 3 years in the making. I was told 3 years ago just to get my teeth ripped out. Well, not quite 3 years ago, about probably 2.5 years ago, just to get them ripped out, be done with it, And I wasn't like, well, cool, sign me up. I was like, no, I don't want that to happen. And I spent like $6,000 trying to save them, and it hasn't done a lot of good. So it's frustrating, but I will get through it. I think mentally I'm doing a lot better now, because initially when that front tooth snapped off, I felt so self-conscious. Whereas I don't care now. I'm like, you know what? In 5 years' time, when I've got my teeth fixed, none of this is going to matter. It's not the end of the world. My tooth fell out, boohoo. But initially I felt very, very like sensitive and vain about it, and not happy about it, but this too shall pass, right? It's not the end of the world. And Ben went and got his hair done yesterday. You can see that in my shorts. He's trying out some styles for the wedding. He's really happy with it. I like it. I think it looks much neater. And people were saying, like, oh, his beard's like real bushy, and like I didn't really notice. And then when he came home with it all straightened and everything, like, oh, that does look better. I can see what people were saying. His nickname was Hagrid before, but we can't call him that anymore. Yeah, so that's pretty much the update. I'm just going to keep this short and sweet. Ben's gotten his hair sorted. I went to the hairdressers, and we just have to try and make that effort to maintain that, you know. So I've got to go to the hairdressers every 2 months to maintain my hair. Ben's got to go and get his beard and hair done. I don't know how, like, between whatever, but he's got to go back regularly to maintain that look, so that when the wedding comes, we look how we want to look, because it takes time, especially for me, to keep my hair blonde. So yeah, and then we're getting our teeth looked at next week, and you know, and my daughter, who was having some health issues, she got diagnosed with Hashimoto's thyroid disease, and she's only 11, and she's gone into remission without medication. So I'm so relieved and happy about that, because it's just like going to be such a drama trying to put her on medicine, and she was getting stressed about it. But she's starting to get back to her old self. She's feeling better. Things are looking up. You know, we've got some holidays planned. We've got some things planned, obviously for medical reasons. So we're still going to have this holiday for medical reasons. But while we're down there, down in Sydney, we're going to do some things. So there'll be some travel vlogs coming up in a few months. But yeah, it's nice to have something to look forward to. Obviously there are still lots of medical appointments coming up, especially for me. But it's nice to have something to look forward to besides just going to the doctors. And I feel like once I get over this hump, I feel like I'm starting to get my life back. Even though I've been sick and been in a flare, I do feel a lot better than what I did months ago. And I think a huge part of that has been my teeth. You know, I've had a few things going on: my teeth, my back, my fibro, my women's issues the last 3 years. Like, the health gods have really come for me. And you know, but I did neglect myself for a long time because I was a carer, and I was at home a lot with the kids, and they were my priority. And so I wasn't going to the doctors and like saying, hey, I'm in pain with my back, can you send me to an orthopedic doctor? I was just like going to physio and thinking, oh, it'll get better, and just trying to like muddle through and put up with it. Whereas now I'm actually like saying, no, send me to the specialist, send me to this doctor, send me to the right person, and give me the right medication. I'm getting on top of it, and I feel like, you know, things are looking up and getting better, and I'm feeling positive today. And you just gotta get through the hard times. Sometimes life is shit, sometimes things happen, sometimes you have a really rough season, and it can and it does get better. So that's my message for today. It's a message of positivity. I'm not having a rant, I'm having a message of positivity, that despite all the shit that has been chucked at me and Ben in the last 3 years, today is our 3rd anniversary of being together, and things are looking up. So much love to everybody, and I hope everyone has a good week.